Never stop taking medication without first consulting a physician. Call right now for a free consultation. You may be owed significant compensation. Call 800-516-9931. 800-516-9931. That's 800-516-9931. 800-516-9931.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PLAY for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PLAY for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PLAY for a $5 bonus.
Everything is costing more these days thanks to inflation, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. If you want to get ahead financially, it's a good idea to talk to American Financing, America's home for home loans, because they can explain different ways your home can work for you. It's true. With equity on the rise, you have access to quite a bit of money if you ever need it. Maybe you want to pay off credit cards or fund a home renovation. Your house can help, so you can keep more money in your pocket. Just call American Financing, get a free mortgage review, and learn about custom loans that can save you up to $1,000 a month. That's right, a month. No pressure, no obligation, no upfront or hidden fees. If you start soon, you could skip 2 payments and may close in as little as 10 days. Call 866-886-2026. That's 866-886-2026, or visit AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
KCMC AM, translated on K300DW Texarkana. All sports, all the time. Straight from the Michelob Ultra Fan Cave. CBS Sports, 107.9 The Fan. You're listening to the Houff and Gill Show with your host Tyler Houff and Earl Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
Welcome to the Power Hour, man. We're going to have to get a Sergeant J beat, man. Come on, man. Real talk,
You don't want none of that no more.
What, OG, tell Sergeant J, man, 1501.
I got that saved up.
Might be putting it on next week. Welcome to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on a glorious Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
We have a special guest.
Yeah.
He gonna be in these trenches after I get done with him. Then folks be like, man, you gonna start talking bad about us on the radio show.
Bye.
So we got Mr. Kiante Boyd with us today. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right.
Yeah. And on the island they call him, what's your nickname?
Ski.
Oh, well, we got Ski in the building with us today. You know what I'm saying?
Look out, Ski.
Ski, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. It's early.
Can I jump into it with you?
Let's get it.
So, Ski.
Call Kiante, man.
All right, Kiante. I like Ski, man. So, Kiante.
Yeah.
When we walked in here, you said that you used to do something. What was it that you used to do that you don't do no more?
I used to coach the league ball.
Little League football.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you for your services for helping these babies.
Man, it's all for them.
What do you think about Little League sports in Texarkana?
In Texarkana?
Yeah, and then we're going to get to in wake of a key them brother, but like.
Because that happened.
Yeah, it's absolutely happened. And,
I think in Texarkana, it's really disappointing, honestly, where we at right now.
Why is that?
Because Texarkana don't play rec ball no more. You know, back in the days, it used to be the Girls and Boys Club would put it on, and all the kids they would have a lot of teams in the city.
Yeah.
And you might have one team that go travel.
Yeah.
But now everybody want to be the travel team.
Yeah.
Which is okay for the exposure of the kids, but everybody ain't got travel team talent, and everybody ain't got travel team money.
Yeah, it costs a lot.
And when you try to go down that road and you ain't ready, it's the kids really that end up suffering in the end because
Yeah.
You wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, I think so. This is why I have a problem with Little League sports. It's too many men living vicariously through their sons, which I'm probably going to do the same with Elijah. I already talk about it, but I understand where I gotta stop.
You know where the line is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You gotta stop.
It's a bunch of that.
Like my wife was like, "Man, I don't want you pushing him." Girl, be quiet. He gonna have trainers. He gonna play yearly, but it's gonna stop there with me. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on Little League sports. Like, oh, he's a Little League legend. He gonna be Luther King Jr. and you know what I'm saying, as a freshman.
I'm with you.
And that's not always the case.
Really, what's funny is you get an 8-year-old that dominate 8U ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And never transition to 10U ball.
And that's why I try to say, like, not cut you off, but like even middle school wise, sometimes you see that guys will be middle school legends, and then they get to high school, it's a different thing. So I can imagine, the Little League probably the same way.
And a lot go into that.
Yeah,
Growth spurts.
so growth spurts, all types of
8-year-old
stuff.
is just bigger than everybody else.
Sure.
When everybody catch up to him, he's average. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's hard to talk about it really because I don't like downing the babies. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Absolutely.
It's the grown folk
The adults.
involved that
The adults, for sure.
It's some people out here that really do it for the right reason, and then there's some people out here that it make me wonder, like, as parents, like, how do you keep taking your kids here?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
And I'm gonna say something that I've noticed. Obviously times have changed, clearly, but when you have Little League organizations that are allowing, or even parents that sign their kids up for these specific organizations that are allowing kids to use profanity. They're saying all these, nothing wrong with saying chants and, whatever, hoorah, getting hyped before the game. But if you're 8, 9, 10 years old, why are you using profanity? Why are you playing dirty, explicit music with the kids saying every single lyric to the song before the game or on the sideline or something?
I mean, every word.
And so I think one thing that plays a part in this is society. Society has taken what should just be the development of a Little League kid, a kid playing sport, a Little League sport, and they've taken it and made it more so a show. Is what it is.
It is a show.
It's a
because
show.
of what's it called? Friday Night Tights?
Friday Night Tights and things like that. And even without like making documentaries and things like that.
Yeah.
It's a show because you see them all on TikTok. You see this, you see that, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, that's not what this is about. Little League sports ain't that.
If you look at Little League football and you look at it compared to other Little League sports, particularly baseball, the one thing that you see that's different is the funding.
Definitely so.
And the difference in the funding comes from the difference in the product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more so where you live, too, because
it has a lot to do with it as
It
well.
does have a lot to do with where you live, for sure. The demographic makeup of where your community or whatever, your city, it definitely does play a factor in that.
Because, like, I know the people that run the OG Ducks out there in Southern California, and, Battle gives them north of $40,000-$50,000 a year.
I'm glad you said that because watch this. I started with the Texarkana Broncos.
Okay.
Donnie Kelly's team. Shout out Donnie.
Okay.
And we left there.
Yeah, shout out to Donnie.
Free Earl Gill.
That's my guy. Shout out to Donnie. That's my guy for real.
Yeah, so I got my start there, and then we started the Texarkana Leopards.
Okay.
So in our second year,
were you the Leopards with the really nice jerseys that I saw at one point in time that were in the magazine?
The Nike jerseys.
I was working for the newspaper. I remember seeing that back then. That was lit. I thought that was lit.
So we actually, Battle offered us a package. I got on the email with Battle, and I was like, "Look, we got X amount of kids. I think we had like."
Was it Jono or Serco? Juno?
Yes.
It was Juno?
Yes.
That's my guy. I like Juno. Juno be playing though. Sometimes you gotta.
He was like, "Hey, if you got this many kids," he was like, "this the package we can offer you."
Yeah.
And it ended up being cheaper than some of the other deals from the off brand. I don't want to call them off brands, but just from some of the lesser known brands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it came down to, he was like, "Look, if you can get your league, like you can get 3-4 teams to come together and come with a package, we'll give you your jerseys for free. We're
Yep.
talking about free jerseys, backpacks, mouthpieces, swag
Everything,
bag,
yeah.
everything. I give it all to you for free, and the reflective jerseys,
Yeah.
the nice ones. But the problem was the people in our league. We just got to a new league, Texas Youth Sports,
Yeah.
and they had a bad dealings with Battle. So,
Well, I mean, some people aren't privy to talk to Juno. Like, you have to talk to Juno.
And it's crazy
Juno is right
'cause
under Chris Circo.
when I got on the phone with him, he was like, he told me he coached for the OG Ducks.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just now finding out now how big a guy he was. To me,
Yeah.
before right now, he
Yeah.
was just a guy from Battle
Yeah.
that I talked to.
No, Juno makes decisions.
But yeah, it's just funny because that was our second year.
So when Battle approached us, we were supposed to be an Adidas team, right? My 7-on-7 thing. And, you know, I got into a situation, dude in Houston, whatever, stopped us from wearing Adidas. So I asked the guys in from Dallas to help me with Battle. And that's how I got involved with Juno and Circo. I talked to Circo, the owner, and he was like, you need to talk to him. He'll make it all happen for you. But, yeah, like the Air team, I think they're called. Battle puts a lot of money into them. The Little League team, the tackle football team. I wish everyone had the right heart for Little League sports. I don't deal with Little League sports because I get too competitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there yelling. I'm out there yelling people to put their hands on the person across from them, and that's let me be in high school. Yeah.
It's sports, so I mean, I understand.
It's crazy how I honestly came out to coach football because I didn't agree with Little League football. As crazy as it sounds, but I knew that people were going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So if they're going to do it, at least I can come out here and do it the right way.
Yeah.
Show you the proper way to tackle with form, take your head out the play.
Yeah,
You know what I
the
mean?
real
And try to make a
fundamentals.
real dangerous game just a little bit more safe for these babies. Because a lot of it is just improper coaching. And I'll say this too, if the people in charge of all these teams actually sat down and put all their BS aside, they could have a team with the talent of some of these nationally notable OG Duck type Little League programs.
Yeah.
And if they all came together, it really could happen. But the problem is, like I said, everybody wants to be the travel team.
Yeah.
And if y'all stop doing that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and you have one, maybe it's enough, or maybe even two,
Yeah.
then you're talking about two real powerhouse squads.
There's one out in Tucson, the Tucson Turf 7-on-7 team. They have a feeder program from their youth organization, and it's amazing to see where youth football has gone for real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's not switch topics, but switch gears just a little bit because the main point of this conversation is over the weekend on Saturday in Lancaster, however you want to pronounce it. Some people say Lancaster, in the DFW Metroplex. That's where it is, if you don't know. Anyways, a Little League Coach Mike Hickman, was shot and killed during a Little League football game on Saturday evening after a fight started between, well, I won't say a fight, but a disagreement started between opposing coaching staffs and the officials. And once the altercation began, it got physical, and coach from the opposing team pulled a pistol out and shot him 5 times.
Shot it 5 times?
Well, he shot 5 times. I don't know if he got hit 5 times, but there was 5 shots that rang out for sure.
Like I told Kiante, I get a little animated in the springtime.
Yeah.
Dealing with my little 7-on-7 team. And, you know, the first thing came into my mind is when me and Jordan Jefferson's brother got into it in Houston.
Yeah.
Like, we were nose to nose. What happened was,
I got a couple minutes, buddy. Tell it brief.
How many minutes?
You got a couple. Go ahead.
All right. Long story short, Tracy Revels was on this side, on their side. Some type of big time receiver. It might have been Shelton Sampson, maybe the kid that's going to LSU, the wide receiver. You know, he caught one on Tracy, and then their team started touching Tracy. I don't touch when we're on the sideline. So I ran over there and got Tracy, and then it's pouring down, raining. It's cold. Man, dude gonna say some disparaging comments towards me, and I said some disparaging things to him, and it went there, and it'll never go there
This
again
is
no
different,
more.
though. I understand.
Yeah.
But this is different.
What do you mean?
These 9-year-old
Oh,
kids,
absolutely.
number one. That's the first thing.
You can't act like that.
It's a 9-year-old football game.
Yeah.
Number two, the man's son was out there.
He was. Saw his dad get killed.
Witnessed the whole thing. And not only just his son, all the other kids that are involved, man, these are third grade kids, third, fourth grade kids, man. Kids that I work with on an everyday basis, age-wise, you know what I'm saying? So
saw somebody get
to
killed.
see the trauma of it, and then somebody that you know.
Yeah.
Because he was their coach. He was somebody's dad, probably somebody's uncle out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And where we went wrong until we got into the point where it's jokers are bringing guns to Little League games.
First of all, you should not have a pistol at a Little League game, period.
Period.
Yeah.
Period, man.
As far as emotionally how it got there, I can understand it. Like I was telling you, I can understand it just because you invest so much time, and money into these kids, into your team. You don't want to see them get cheated or even feel like you're getting cheated. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
And I could see where it could go from there. That does not make it right by any means, but I understand where the energy comes from.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know. I'm in the middle between carrying the heat to games situations.
I mean, I understand for safety, protection,
yes, but not on the field, not there in front of them kids.
Keep it in the car.
Yes,
something is
yes.
But if you're a coach on the field, there's no reason for you to have it because the guy who shot him was a coach.
Yeah.
So what you got the pistol out there for?
I know
you playing, son. You thinking something's gonna happen anyway.
My last year Little League football, I coached for LEYA. The only person on that field with a pistol was Big Dog, and he was the campus police.
Right.
And he the only one that need to be in this stadium.
Only time
with a pistol.
Only time. Only time.
How much time we got?
We got about 20 seconds before we go to the first break.
I'll tell my story next break.
But I just think first of all, it's unfortunate, and condolences to his family and everybody involved in this tragic situation. But man, where have we went wrong? That's what I don't understand. And like Earl kind of said earlier, I think a lot of it comes from people in it for the wrong reason.
100%.
Yes.
You're in it for the wrong reason. And when you're in it for the wrong reason, things like this are liable to happen at any given time, man. So we just got to stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? And try to get people involved in Little League sports, youth sports, that really genuinely care about the development of your kids and not your clout. Because that's what some of us is about.
Because we're going to get to that next.
Yeah, you want some clout. Quit clout chasing out here off
please,
these kids, man.
Please.
Anyways, we're going to break. You listen to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
Cancer can feel like something we can't do anything about, but you can. There are screening tests that can catch cancer early when it may be easier to treat. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, start colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
Did you know there are 52 Arkansas state parks? Yep, one for every week of the year. Not that we expect you to visit all 52 state parks in a year, but you could if you wanted to, starting this week. So whether you like to hike, canoe, swim, fish, or just relax, all 52 Arkansas state parks are open and ready for your visit. Pick your park, your place to stay, and plan your next adventure, all at arkansasstateparks.com. Brought to you by this station and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us,
if you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Power Hour. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Welcome back to the Power. I'm going to shout out our studio spot. I got a deep power to it. Liberty Hour High School.
So I guess we racing.
Oh, yeah. Well, Leopard Pride never dies, and we've been turned up. Yeah, I see LETV. Don't act like you don't. And Budweiser, I know Kiante like to drink. I seen when he pulled up to Tyler House one day, he brought some good liquor. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But it was Budweiser and something else.
Hey,
shout out to our sponsors,
speaking
Budweiser.
of, man,
what's up?
That was the first time I've ever received a gift as such.
Some alcohol?
Nah, well, that's the first time somebody's gifted me alcohol. But number two, that's the first time I've received like a
groomsman gift.
Yeah, or somebody asking me to do something gift. You know
that's
what I'm
real.
saying?
That's real.
I salute to him, man.
Oh yeah.
I coming through for.
Yeah, I liked it.
Kiante a real one.
Yeah, that's kinfolk, man.
Oh, in real life. But okay. Tyler was talking about before
the clout chasers off these kids.
Absolutely. Okay, I get put in a box of clout chasing off of kids, right? That's why I don't have a picture on social media. You got to find me.
I did notice you don't have a picture.
Because people say I try to get clout off kids.
Gotcha.
Not knowing when I meet these kids, they're nobodies. Like all of them. James Joyner, Aaron Outley, Trey Holly, Bruvo, Tracy. You know what I'm saying? They're nobody. They're nobodies. They're Blaine Toll.
Nobody knows. They're not nobodies, but nobody knows.
Nobody knows who they are.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And then I put my little remix on it and put my 1501 Earl on it. And then they get offers and then it's, he man, shut up, man. First off. Second off, like, what do you think about these clout chasers off kids? Because I see it online locally and I don't indulge in it because I got national problems I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think first and foremost is levels to it. It's levels to it.
Yeah.
True. You clearly on a level that a lot of people locally aspire to be.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not.
But you are. But
I appreciate that. You all right with me.
You know, it's if you deal with sports with youth and you can pick the phone up and call a college coach. I don't care if we're talking D3, NAIA, let alone D1. Yeah. You're on a completely different level than any of the local little league coaches because none of us out here is picking up the phone, calling anybody, with the exception if maybe your son went to that school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe your son got recruited from there. Other than that, you ain't got a Rolodex of coaches you can just reach out to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that clout chasing on that level is totally different from the local level. The local level is just all let's hop in these Facebook coaches groups and talk a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And that is probably the one thing that frustrated me more than anything with Little League ball because you talk all this noise and you make all this rah-rah, but it's the kids that's playing these games.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I shared a post, Deion Sanders, they asked him when you going to play Nick Saban, and he told him, said, you got to give me a couple years. I'm not into pimping my kids for money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that stood out to me because a lot of other people won't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just you can't hop on the interstate and go down the road if your program ain't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people so ready to go do that
but you ain't got no gas.
You ain't got no gas.
You gonna be on the side of the road eventually.
What I'm saying? And, you know, we did it. My program was the second program to join the Dallas League and win a championship in it.
So you played those teams in Dallas, the Oak Cliff.
I forgot. We didn't have to play them because we played one non-conference with a team from Dallas, and then we played the Division II champion from Dallas. Mm-hmm. And we played the Dallas Seahawks.
Yeah.
Them boys hadn't been scored on all year.
Yeah.
First drive. Down the field, punch it right in. Listen, this ain't that. I don't know who y'all been playing, but this ain't that. We come from the country and we ready. But if you wasn't built up, that was the best talented-wise, the best team I ever had, coaching-wise too. But if you wasn't that, you couldn't even compete with those guys. You know what I mean? It's a team in Shreveport right now.
That's pretty good. Listen, I know what you're talking about.
Dex is ready to go.
What's their names?
Oh, and I beat him and I lost to him. Not Southside, but Dex. He coached at Evangel Christian. Sting Elite Academy. Listen, you better come with it.
Yeah.
And the Texarkana Hurricanes,
yeah,
man, they had a team of grown men. They didn't have a lot of kids, but them was listen.
Are they all from Texarkana?
Most of them. I think that particular team might have had one or two that wasn't from here, but like Diddy's ABN team that went to national championship and won, they was not all from Texarkana. He got them boys from somewhere everywhere, which is a good thing. That's what I like to see. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what travel ball is. So you just got to be ready, and a lot of people ain't.
Our travel ball's real now.
It is. So let's switch it up a little bit. you just might mention a name, Prevost.
Yeah.
There was a catch. Well, first off, let's talk about that scrimmage a little bit that we saw. I'm gonna say this. You know me, I'm a realist. I don't care what people think about. I don't care what people think about what I say. I'm gonna say what I say.
OG, please wake up and listen to this.
I ain't gonna say nothing bad.
Okay, all right, bro. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait till you get to say what you say. Yeah.
I'm just letting people know. I'm saying what I want to say. I don't care what nobody got to say.
Okay.
But anyways, that was a pretty good scrimmage.
Okay.
Pretty good. I like the product. You did too.
Wow.
We sat by each other.
We did.
We love the product.
We did. I do.
But it's a scrimmage, folks.
It was.
So pipe down a little bit. We got a lot of work on still.
Absolutely.
We still got some improvements to make. But it's if you are a Leopard fan, it's a good sight to see to start the season.
Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
'Cause I was at work. I missed the scrimmage.
What happened is what you want to know.
I want to know what was the best part of the scrimmage? Like where
The
were
best
we?
part.
That first play.
I'll tell you.
That bust us up.
No,
we had to
the
get.
live quarter was the best part of the scrimmage.
Okay.
Because the live quarter, LE dominated the actual live 12-minute quarter. In the, set 20 plays, whatever, it was kind of back and forth. You know what I'm saying? LE did pretty good. Tatum did pretty good at times as well. LE only gave up like one score in the back and forth.
Actually, they didn't score.
No, they scored. They did score.
That first play, Coach Davis told me they didn't score.
They end up scoring, though.
Oh.
They didn't score on that first play, but they got in like 2 or 3 plays later.
Okay.
So it was like 1-1 in the uncontrolled part of the scrimmage, but in the controlled live part, LE won 3 touchdowns to 0.
Yeah.
What do we really need to work on? Where's the biggest
The offensive line?
What a line!
It's the biggest question. I mean, that's every year though. I mean, anytime it's not like Liberty Aloes, like we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 300-pound guys walking up and down those hallways. There's only a few of them. There's only a few set guys that are really offensive line size guys. Right. And then you got some that don't even play football that are, good size guys. So, it is what it is, but that's the head scratcher is the offensive line. But they held their own the other day because they were going against, what's his name?
Cullen Fight.
Yeah, he's a D1.
He's committed to Oregon State.
Yeah.
Number 75.
D tackle. But
he's huge.
He's big. He's played both sides of the balls though, so
And he got a motor.
He does have a motor, and you could tell when he was in the game and when he wasn't in the game for Tatum.
That's a big thing for big guys. Is do you have a motor?
Yeah, he got a motor though.
He got one though.
But nah,
for sure.
I like what I saw. But I will say Friday
we go to the Red Sea.
We'll tell a lot.
We're gonna eat Cajun Tex in Marshall. Hey, we need a sponsor, and I need 15% off. Tyler, clip that so I can show them folks. All right. And then, we go to the Red Sea. We're gonna go park the Red Sea.
Yeah, we go to Carthage for the final scrimmage.
We ain't scared of nobody. I don't care about no block sea, Red Sea, man. None of that.
That's gonna be the telltale sign of a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's a scrimmage too, so don't buy too much in it either. But that's a good measuring stick.
Absolutely.
Coming off of a pretty dominant scrimmage the other day,
to
go against a team that's what they're about.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about? I didn't mean to cut you off. How do y'all feel about scheduling top tier tough opponents early in the schedule?
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna get hurt.
It depends on your program too.
PG did it and went 4 rounds deep.
Yeah, and that was on an off year. They were real young that year.
With a younger QB.
Bordley was a freshman. You know.
No, I'm talking about last year.
But the year before that too, when
did they play a tough one the year before that?
Yes, that's when they were like 0-4, 1-5.
Oh, and they did go 4 rounds.
They went like 4 rounds deep. They played Argyle. They played all these big teams.
You're right,
and they did pretty good. But no, I mean it depends on your program. For instance, when LE did at that time, when we played Waco, La Vega, Argyle, all these dominant schools, like 4-week, 5-week slate.
It was rough.
Yeah, but we were coming off of a dominant 2-year run with Kamen, Freeman, and those guys going to the regional finals, 2 years in a row. So I understand what was going on, and I understand why programs do it. But like Earl say, if you ain't got the Jennas and the Joes for it, Johnny and Joe out there, you ain't got it. Don't do it because you're gonna get them hurt.
We just need to make it the district, and then it's on.
Yeah. So if you got that type of talent, that type of depth, you can do that. Do that. But if you ain't got that, you crazy.
I'm against it. Just me personally. One big school, maybe 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It depends.
But then
on
when you're winning consistently, like Pleasant Grove, it's hard to schedule people.
Yeah, it is.
Because that's why they got to go.
And it depending on where you are geographically too.
Yes.
Everybody coming to Texarkana from wherever.
No, sir.
We 3-4 hours
if
away.
that's the issue you have, it's understandable.
Yeah,
you know what I
and
mean?
that's the issue in here.
But for Liberty Hollow, you was just scheduling them games. It wasn't like you couldn't have got nobody.
But at one point in time, teams didn't want to play. That's why we were playing Argyle and Waco La Vega. Now that we've kind of, been on,
descended for 2 years
in the middle of the pack.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Teams aren't so scared, I'll say, or whatever, so intimidated to
They're
play.
more readily available to play.
For sure. And times have changed. Teams are training and athletes are developing like never before. So
before.
So it's different.
Yeah.
But I will say, Prevo, that catch. I mean, it was a lot of good plays, but that catch was crazy, especially in person, because I thought he was gonna go out of bounds.
I think
I just thought he was gonna go out of bounds, man.
He made a good play.
He did. It was crazy. It was a great catch. But I'm saying for
a freshman,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying because we've seen many of amazing more catches than that. Come on now, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, he caught it with one hand.
That's not what I said. That's what I'm saying about it. It was the mechanics and everything that went into it. It was crazy, man. Because I thought the kid was gonna go out of bounds, cut across the field, didn't get touched. It's like,
but what I'm happy about, I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, you left right before it.
My wife, she, whatever.
Man, he left like 30 seconds before it happened.
So yeah, I did. My phone, I thought they were fighting because I got like 20 messages, 10 calls. I'm like, listen, I can't come back and help nothing. I'm in Chick-fil-A trying to get Mimi something to eat.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. The reason why I'm glad he made the catch is because it semi-validates everything that
has been promoted.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Because, a lot of people say, don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
The hype is real, folks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's just a small sample size. So imagine what could happen throughout the course of the year if, health
keeps on projecting.
Yeah, and health is all good and all that.
I've actually been watching Prevo for many years.
Yeah. Hold on, we're finna go to break real quick. That's why I grabbed this.
We're gonna come back and talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't done.
Yeah.
You listen to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9. Go fan.
.1079 The Fan Sports Update with Chuck Zach.
Marcus Semien homered, and the Texas Rangers beat the Oakland A's yesterday by a score of 2-1. It's their third straight win for the Rangers. That win came hours after the team fired manager Chris Woodward. Woodward, who was in his fourth season, was let go with the Rangers on pace for a sixth consecutive losing season. He's the fourth big league manager fired this season. White Sox beat Houston 4-2. It was a bad day at practice for the University of Texas yesterday. Fifth-year offensive lineman Junior Aguilar, who'd started 34 games for the Longhorns over the past 3 seasons, and wide receiver Isaiah Nair, a newcomer who was transferring in from Wyoming, both suffered ACL injuries. They'll both miss the entire season. And for the 7th time in Nick Saban's tenure as head coach at Alabama, the Tide is the preseason AP number 1 team. Ohio State comes in at number 2, Georgia 3rd, Clemson 4th, Notre Dame rounds out the top 5, Texas A&M is 6th, Arkansas is ranked 19th. That's a look at sports. It's brought to you by Fast Signs.
When you look local first, you help local businesses grow and employ more locals, providing direct benefits to our local economy.
When your car's not running right, that's just the worst, isn't it? Nobody wants to get in a car not knowing if it's going to get you where you need to go. Trust the folks at Anderson Automotive, 804 Spruce Street, to keep your car running right with their professional mechanics and full line of automotive repair.
If you're remodeling a bathroom or building a new house and you need a shower door or shower enclosure or maybe custom mirrors are just what you need, Texarkana Glass can help you turn your place into a relaxing oasis. Find them online at texarkanaglasscompany.com or on Facebook.
Does your car make more noise going down the road than a Sherman tank? Sounds like you need a new muffler, maybe even an entire exhaust system. Take it to Ray's Muffler, 801 East 7th Street in Texarkana, specializing in custom exhausts since 1965.
To help your local business community grow, go to looklocalfirst.com and click on Texarkana.
Since 1906, Farmers Bank and Trust has served customers throughout South Arkansas. This year, we've added 9 new communities in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We're committed to serving and investing in our new and legacy communities. Texarkana, we're not the new bank in town, but you've always made us feel at home. When you need a bank perfect for your season of life, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust. Visit myfarmers.bank to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill. It's 32 minutes past the 6 o'clock hour, and we want to send a shout out to our studio sponsors. Our broadcast is brought to you by Liberty Aloe High School, where leopard pride never dies, baby. And Budweiser. I don't drink. Kiante does, though. And he drinks some Budweiser every now and then. So
Turned up.
shout out to him. Matter of fact, I got a friend that just got hired on at Budweiser. I ain't gonna say their name, but shout out to him.
150 of them things.
Shout out to him. That's what's up.
I drink Bud Light.
They might be listening to
Trying
us.
to watch my weight.
Yeah, man.
Calories.
But no, we were talking a little high school football before we went to break. Yeah, the Leopards looked pretty good. Telly Wells was another guy that looked pretty dominant. You had Galloway broke out for 60-something yards on the first play of the game.
Really good running that option.
Defense looked very, very, very well. Tracy Revels didn't even play. Marquarius Price didn't play. He didn't play either. But defense looked really good. Guys flying around, smacking. I saw they had to tell Cal, "Hey, chill out," because Cal was trying to knock somebody out. Coach Stan, the man, said, "Chill out, pipe down, Cal."
Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, pipe down a little bit. So.
Do you, Mr. Boyd, do you agree with 8th graders getting offers?
He ain't no 8th grader no more.
I ain't talking about him.
I'm
I'm talking about baby Gronk. Like,
man,
Okay,
you man.
so, the baby
I know.
Gronk-
have you like what?
kids-
I hate
OG,
that.
look at your boy OG.
What? I hate baby Gronk, bro.
Look at your boy OG.
I don't hate the kid. I hate what his dad is doing.
There we go. The
Like,
kid,
have you
He
seen
ain't
that
even in
stuff?
the 8th grade.
man.
Baby Gronk is in the 3rd grade.
He's not in the 3rd grade, like in the 5th or something like that.
First of all,
He's like a
that
10-year
young,
kid.
your offers don't even matter.
No, at all.
Yeah.
Now, 8th grade, I love it. I love it.
What
It's a
Baby
realistic-
Gronk is not the it's like a YouTube star, like a little kid YouTube star. Is what he like.
He this generation's Chris Paul.
Come, yeah, that's what it is. Cody Paul.
Cody Paul. my bad.
Who is Cody?
You don't know who Cody
know
Paul
Cody Paul?
is? All right, Cody Paul was this super little running back legend, but Cody Paul was actually pretty good in high school too.
I think he went D2.
He did go D2. He went.
D2.
He went to Rice.
Okay.
You gotta
He
look him
did
up.
go to Rice.
He
Okay,
went to
all
Rice
right,
at
well,
first.
Hey, Coach Marco, Coach Lucas Reed, I'm sorry.
But he
Coach
didn't-
Jackson, they said D2, not Rice.
But he
I
didn't
fooled with
pan
Rice.
out at Rice though, and he transferred D2 is what it was.
Okay.
But he got to Rice, I think. I mean, he did all right in high
Was
school.
he the guy that was jumping over everybody in high
Oh,
school?
he had.
Nah,
he
it was
like
really
the
his little
first
league highlights.
YouTube little league
For sure. He was the
sensation.
first guy to really go viral off
Cody
of little
Paul?
league football.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna look him up when
Cody
I get
Paul,
him
look him up.
when I slow
Millions
down.
of views.
And that's what Baby Gronk reminds me of.
No, Baby Gronk ain't got the talent that Cody.
I'm not
Paul.
saying he's talent wise, but I'm saying the
but that is what
the
he is.
antics.
Yeah.
But now it's more publicized because you got Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You got all this stuff. Cody Paul didn't have that. Cody Paul older than me and Kiante, so you know it's different. Cody Paul's maybe your age.
What?
He's probably your age.
Wow. I thought you were talking about Sam McDuffie. Remember him?
Sam McDuffie was pretty good too.
No.
They were kind of similar.
Okay.
They were kind of similar style guys.
As far as 8th graders getting offers, man, I love it. I think that at that age, 8th grade, coming into high school, for a young man, first of all, that's a really tough period. Puberty just hitting, you know what I mean? You're really changing and becoming an actual man. So I think that to get that early offer, it keeps you grounded and keeps you focused. You know what I mean? It lets you know that your goals are realistic.
Yeah.
Not only are they realistic, they're within reach. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it really is just another tool to keep you grounded, keep you focused, and keep you going on the right path.
But I think it's so much that got to happen between then and that, you know, whatever.
Then in your senior year, yeah.
Come on, man. So it's a lot that could happen, and it's a lot that has to happen by you and by whatever else. But I don't know. I ain't got nothing against it at all. If the kid talented, give him what he's doing.
If I'm a dad,
I don't buy too much into it.
I first and foremost have to understand that you can't buy too much into that.
Yeah.
At the same,
What's up, Miss Dawn?
Trouble's in the building.
But at the same time, I mean that's a great way to keep your child focused.
It is.
Well, I was against it until recently.
Okay, why were you against it?
Because, for one, like, what you haven't reached puberty yet. You've never played real football. But, you know, I was standing on the same sidelines with Will Fong and Gorney and Spiegelman and all these other people when Wallace Foster, Andrew Ivins was standing right next to me, Andrew Ivins or whatever his name is, when Wallace Foster put his hands on Prevost. You know what I'm saying? And then the next play, he goes around. Wallace Foster's the number 1 DB in 2024. Mm-hmm. Next play, he goes around him and scores a touchdown as an 8th grader. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, maybe, But I wasn't – I don't like 8th graders getting offers because I don't think that they're all worth it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you can create a monster that way.
Absolutely.
And but I mean, because sometimes I thought, like, man, did I create a monster? Like, what did I do? Like, but it wasn't even me. It was him scoring 5 touchdowns in one game in the first half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because coaches were like, man, there's 2 minutes left in the first half. Or I'm like, bro, I'm 5 touchdowns. I'm showing you. But I don't know. If an 8th grader's good enough, give it to him. I mean, they do it in baseball all the time.
I was gonna say there's like a
It's
handful
different
of
though
8th
because
graders
you can get drafted out of high school in baseball.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I can come get you in a couple years.
Am I wrong?
I can't do that in the league.
Am I wrong for
in college
thinking it's
football.
a cultural thing?
No, because there's African American baseball players that get drafted in the top 5 as well. Matter of fact, the first 5 draft picks this year were, I think, African American.
Well, no, the first one was Holiday.
Well, it was like the next 3 or something.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There was a span of something. I don't know exactly because I'm not baseball, but I know that much. So you can't say that.
But what I'm saying is, like,
even Carl Crawford's son got drafted in the top 10.
He did. I saw Evelyn Lozada post that. But is it what I'm saying though? Is it a demographic issue because young African American men deal with football more so as opposed than baseball? It's like baseball's okay.
Think it's like I said, that I can come get you out of high school in baseball.
Yeah,
whether you're ready or whether you're not.
Yeah.
I saw Deion Sanders
like Braylon
in an interview.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, man.
And he made a point that a lot of young black kids play football because that's what their dads played. So when you raising your kid, you pick up the ball that's familiar with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, if more older black men played baseball, then
we got you.
What did he say?
Donuts in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, man.
If more older men played baseball, then they would pick up a ball and a glove with their kids, and that would naturally develop more
baseball
young
players.
black baseball players. And listen,
I feel you.
All young black athletes, listen, pick up a bat, pick up a glove, go play baseball.
And it's about preference too.
Go play baseball.
Some kids don't like it. It's boring. Like, for instance,
it's a slow paced sport.
It is. We didn't even like covering it too much because
Yeah.
it was what it was. But and it's the same way with playing it. Some kids don't like that. Some do. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. I loved playing t-ball, baseball. That was some of the best times of some of our childhoods.
Yeah.
But everybody ain't like that.
Well,
hated it.
Personally, what I got tired of is if a kid locally got an offer in baseball that's the same age as Prevost, it was celebrated.
I understand. But you got to think about what level baseball that kid's playing on. Travel baseball and extra whatever outside baseball is so national.
Yeah, it is national.
It's way different. You know, it's not even a local thing anymore. Guys can go play for a team in California.
And they do.
And they do it.
And they do.
You got guys from other locations even playing for Sticks organization.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out to Sticks and
Shout
all
out
that.
to Brewster.
So it's I just think it's so broad with baseball, man. And then think about it. Baseball, you have so many levels. Look how big the rosters are. You got a MLB, your main team roster. Then you got a triple A and triple whatever, single A, and so it's different. You got so many levels and so many guys that are composing these teams.
How much time we have for a break?
You got a couple minutes.
What you think about NIL? You see Miles Brennan finesse 2-time, right?
Listen, I love NIL.
What?
I love NIL.
I'm scared of it. I ain't gonna lie.
NIL, if you cover college football for a long time, this is nothing new. It's what they've been doing under the table anyway.
Yeah.
Put it on the table.
Shout out to my big homie.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Also, shout out to Austin Lamborghini. Get my boy Bijan Robinson fixed up.
Who's never been healthy. Who's not.
Stop.
Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
He was healthy last year until towards the end.
I have a friend who recruited him.
They rode him too much,
and he's just like he's never finished a complete season.
He had.
You know,
they
what I'm
ride
saying?
him too much.
Not even in high school. And that's no knock to him.
Right.
But like, I don't think is he worth the Lambo or is who they got?
You don't even know.
The shark, the defensive guy. You know who I'm talking about? The DB,
The safety.
Yeah.
They all gone.
No.
I'm thinking about the this guy.
I don't know.
Not Demarion Overshown.
He the only one on defense that's worth it right now.
It's another guy. He has a shark emoji like on his Instagram. I forgot his name.
If anybody else, I would give it to Worthy.
Talking about Deshaun Jameson.
That's my boy. That's the homie. Yes, Deshaun Jameson, the homie.
No,
that's the homie. Yes.
But Deshaun Overshown, or whatever his name is, he is the only one on the defense that's.
Oh, Deshaun Jameson. That's exactly how you know who I was talking about. Yeah, the shark.
Because
yeah,
I'm a Big 12 fan.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Watch Big 12 football.
That's the homie. He don't deserve it.
No.
Oh.
Bijan Robinson is a million times better than him. Nothing against him. He's pretty good. But he's not even the best player on their defense. He's not even their best DB. Wow.
Whatever.
What? And I ain't even a Texas fan, and I'll tell you that one.
So, whatever was Tyler's talk. Tyler, you know, I think Overshown or Jameson would be more suited in some of these NIL deals than.
What?
You don't. What is Bijan Robinson?
He's a running back.
Bro, he does a lot. When he's healthy,
if that's the case, give something to Rashawn Johnson.
He is not Bijan level.
Man.
He was a Honda. What you want to get him a Honda
Can I say
Accord?
something kind of
Yes,
controversial?
yes.
He is in the way.
Who?
Roshan.
Man, you tripping?
He in the way.
Y'all got Keelan Robinson.
That's your homie too.
You didn't realize they got old boy from Alabama.
Yeah,
they got running backs.
Listen,
I like Roshan.
And I like what he
Go
did.
play quarterback again.
Coming from quarterback to running back, I appreciate that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He was selfless in that.
He was.
Right now, you in the way.
Man. Boy, y'all tripping.
Boy,
tripping.
Worthy, Xavier Worthy is more deserving of that deal.
He knew though.
He a sophomore.
Yeah,
He ain't too new.
He was a
Okay.
freshman last year.
Okay, so he plays a freshman there, or did he go there?
Yeah, he played as
All right,
a
well,
freshman.
he's good. He's good too.
He dominant as a freshman.
He's good too. But
I'm gonna say
man,
this.
Roshan, Big Earl said it was good, man. You hear them boy hating on you, Roshan. I'm here with you, cuz.
Hey,
I'm here
Roshan,
with
I
you.
appreciate you, fam. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, but
I ain't got nothing to say on that. I'm neither here nor there.
Xavier Worthy made me wake my whole house up. My baby wasn't, but maybe 3 months old.
Yeah.
My fiance sleep.
What catch did he make?
Kick return.
We finna go to break.
Regular rivalry. First opening kickoff. He
I'm
took it
finna
to the
talk
rim.
bad to both y'all. We going break.
He
Hurry
took
up,
it
hit
to
them
the
buttons.
Made me wake my whole house
Hey,
up.
I just know.
Hook him.
Boy, we got y'all number, but I ain't gonna start on that because I tell you that all the time. Anyways, we'll be back. You listen to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
Hi folks, Glenn Osborne with Orr Hyundai Texarkana. Here at Orr Hyundai, we are now taking pre-sold orders on new inbound Hyundais, and they are selling fast as they arrive. So don't miss out on Hyundai's Getaway Sales event and secure yours today. Or browse through our pre-owned inventory. We have a huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, two-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive, all with a lifetime powertrain warranty. So come on by and give us a try, and you'll be glad you did. That's the affordable side of I-30 at 2300 St. Michael Drive or online all the time at orhyundai.com.
If you've ever stood overlooking a bluff on Pettigene, floated the Buffalo, taken a leisurely drive through miles of Delta farmland, or even witnessed a brilliant sunset from your own backyard, you know Arkansas is full of beauty. Naturally, that leaves no room for trash. Get litter out of the picture and keep Arkansas in its natural state, clean and green. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. A message from this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
I hate insurance companies. Not the people, just the process. I'm Monty Murray with the Murray Law Office. If you've been injured in an accident, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So give me a call at 903-823-3000. I'm located at 3918 Texas Boulevard here in Texarkana. I'm Monty Murray, and I can help you through this process. Call me today.
Welcome back to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill. And as always, want to send a special shout out to our studio sponsors, who are Liberty Aloe High School, where leopard pride never dies, and Budweiser. So we have Kiante Boyd in studio with us. Me and Kiante ran early, a little hot. He back now. He ran off, but he's back. He's talking, getting a little upset because we said Roshan Johnson is not worthy of the same NIL deals as most of these other guys at Texas.
Well, that done got me hot.
You trying to compare Roshan to Bijan.
Well, that done got me hot, man. Listen, man.
Wow.
I can't believe these folks.
Who gonna get
Can't
drafted
believe
first?
you.
Huh?
Who gonna get drafted first?
Hopefully Roshan, if he has a good
Oh
year.
my goodness. He
Bijan
ain't
gonna
even
be
going
the
to
first
get
one off the
drafted.
board. Roshan probably won't get drafted.
He's not going to get drafted.
All right, Mr. Boyd, I'm fixing to bust your bubble this year.
He's busted by all means.
You guys won't beat Oklahoma. You won't beat Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Do y'all play Iowa State this year?
They played a whole Big 12.
You won't beat them either. You better hope you beat Kansas.
Listen.
Because didn't they get you last year?
They got him alive.
Didn't they get you last year?
Most of the losses was by one possession.
Y'all
Hey,
don't
they
want-
lost to y'all last year,
I ain't
too.
even getting to that yet. Y'all don't want no
Shit,
smoke
they
with
played
us.
Nick Saban.
Oh my
Boy,
God! That first game.
What you be saying?
Second.
Oh my God! But that first game is gonna be crucial,
You know,
and that's what y'all are using to recruit kids. The first game, Sark is crazy. Okay, look, Arch isn't that good. Okay,
He's not even there yet, though, so
Let
we're
me
not
say
going
this.
to talk about
Let
him.
me say this.
the tight end isn't that good.
The tight end was just to get Arch.
Yeah.
That was just
That
to
was
get
a
Arch.
buddy deal.
And
I
don't
like
think
Savion Red. Me and Savion are real good friends.
I don't
Shout out to
think
Savion.
Arch is the number one quarterback in the class. I don't think
Who do you think number one?
the kid that went to Oklahoma.
What? Jackson Arnold. You just said
Come on,
Jackson Arnold nice with it.
He all right. He's not that good though.
He nice with it.
He man, whatever.
But I will
Look.
say this: for everybody saying that Arch go to a little bitty school and he ain't playing no competition, a lot of people forget Odell went to the same high school. Just throwing that out.
Did you see what the state championship game was last year?
Did you also know that team honestly is a 4A school now, and due to their numbers,
Lafayette Christian
due to their
Academy.
numbers, really wasn't supposed to be 2A in.
Lafayette Christian Academy.
The one they lost to in the state championship.
49-0.
Yep. that
Man, you
team.
tripping. You tripping.
Look,
No,
look
you're
at where they
tripping.
at now. They 4A.
No, Louisiana rules work different. Okay, so Trey Holly goes to a 2A school.
Okay.
They play 4As and 5As, and that's just how they roll in Louisiana. I don't know. I don't understand it.
It is a little different because even Evangel
Yeah.
plays higher level teams sometimes.
Like Trey Holly playing Manny. They play Manny every year, and that's supposed to be like a national televised game because of Tackett Curtis and him
Right,
and
right,
whatever.
right.
But hold on, man. Let me get back to you. Boy, listen. Texas, I like Sark because we must protect Sark at all costs because of Miss L'Oreal. I love you, Miss L'Oreal
Man,
Sarkeesian.
Miss L'Oreal. Listen,
She's a black woman, and I love her to
If
death.
I ever get to meet him,
Yes.
excuse me, Coach Sark, can we snap? I need to snap it up with
Yeah,
you.
you should gotta take
The
a picture.
You know what I'm
disrespect.
saying? And then I holler at you.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
He's giving young African American coaches a chance. My boy T Choice is there. Brennan Marion is there.
I love what Brendan Marion can bring to this program.
He
has a different.
He's a
let me
friend.
say this.
I got like 3 cell phone numbers for him. I mean,
He is a different type of offensive mind that's a little more progressive than what we have.
he is, but you out here in Balenciagas and a cowboy hat.
Swag.
You out here for that clout, like I was talking
You
about.
hear me?
earlier.
And like, bro, like, listen, you went like, okay,
what that's about.
you would answer the phone for me at Pittsburgh and at Hawaii, all these places. You would answer the phone for me.
Mm-hmm.
You get your little pay raise. Now you forget who I am. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. And I'm not the only person he's done this to. There's been a bunch of us that he don't answer the. We helped you get
Hey,
there.
Business is business.
All right, okay, so that's why it's up when you try to
Business
call
is
for
business.
Daquan and Daquan don't answer your phone call because we're going to go A&M with it because shout out Coach Craig. See if Brendan Marion act
Jimbo
right.
know him, huh?
That part. If Brendan started acting right, we can get some right. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to act right. So
what's your record prediction for Texas?
How many games in the regular season?
What, 12? They got 12 games.
12.
Y'all boy lucky to go 66.
Wow.
Hey, look.
Wow.
I like the Campbell kid at O-line.
Okay, Devon Campbell.
He
after they paid $150K to get all of them, what you expect? You better like them.
Who else they got? They got Kelvin Banks, maybe.
They got
Kelvin Banks.
You flipped him from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys put in the foundation, but what I think is the country club, bro. You got Hudson Card sitting on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
He was an All-American.
He was.
What are y'all doing?
That happens at places.
I mean, it happens.
It happens at a lot of places. Alabama has it every day.
It's called dog food or D. That's what they're on, okay? And I think you got to play the smooth operator.
He started.
Huh?
He started last year.
Malik Murphy?
I like Malik Murphy personally.
Yeah.
But Hudson Card.
He talking about Card started last year, not Malik Murphy. Malik Murphy just got there.
Who did Card split time with?
Who was that quarterback I had last year? Card and Casey.
Oh, Casey Thompson. Yeah. Casey Thompson.
Casey was just better than him, and I think it just came down to maturity and being there longer.
Yeah. See, y'all can't even, bro. Y'all play a game in Dallas, and it's like they walk in your trap, take over your trap. It's like, yeah, it's half orange, half red, but it's mostly red outside, mostly red celebrating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I couldn't take that. I couldn't take that.
It's been tough these last few years. And
why? And y'all got all the money.
I'm gonna tell you
and
why.
the talent.
I'm gonna tell you why. And a lot of people don't want to believe this.
What's that?
All started when Mac Brown left. How Mac Brown left, and it was all downhill from there. Because when Mac Brown left.
This is why Mac. You want me to tell you the real reason why Mac Brown left?
Tell me.
Willie was cracking. I have a friend named Willie Lyles, right?
Okay.
He's a good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. Willie influenced young men to go to Oregon instead of Texas.
Okay.
Major Applewhite called the feds on my homie, and it opened Pandora's box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Major Applewhite told me this story, and Willie was standing right there, so I know it's true. That was the beginning of the end for Mac Brown. The brother, what's his name? Joker Phillips? Wasn't he the Texas coach that they fired?
I don't know.
The black coach, Strong's Charlie. I'm sorry, Charlie. Charlie got fired because you lost to Missouri. Like they fired you when you're getting on the plane, and you got to fly home knowing you on a jet knowing that you just got fired.
He lost to Kansas too, I think.
I don't want them to fire Sarkisian because I mean shout out to Miss L'Oreal, but like, boy, y'all got some boy.
I mean, the problem is Nick wanted to come in. Mac didn't want him to come in. Then we had Muschamp in waiting, right? Yeah. Mac stayed an extra year, made Muschamp leave and go to Florida, I think it was. Either not Florida or South Carolina.
You couldn't recruit Texas.
He stopped recruiting Texas. It was so many guys that wanted to come to Texas that he just couldn't land. And after that,
I think he couldn't land them because they weren't paying enough. I mean, that's real. I mean,
you know, it
possibly
could have been.
And then you got a Texas fan walking in. I know he's been listening to that
Hey, that dude scored. Ain't that the dude that scored the perfect score on the ACT? Yeah, that's him. Bring him up here. He knows something. A little homie knows something.
Shout out to Buddy. I don't know.
Hey, his name John Thomas. I met him last year.
Shout out to him.
Hey, John Thomas. Shout out to you.
He made a 36, 32.
That boy made a 36, man. Like, I made a 26. Thought I was doing something, but it was
I made a 25. I had to take that joker twice.
Man,
shout out to him.
I ain't gonna tell you how many times I took it, and my 26 is a cumulative score. It's a super score,
but we've had a good show though. We had a good show. We're slowly coming to a close, man.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Kiante, appreciate you pulling up this
morning. We appreciate
y'all inviting me.
Yes, sir. You're gonna be back. He'll be back.
Oh yeah,
he'll be a familiar face around here at some point or another. So y'all get used to it, but. Liberty Aloe will scrimmage Carthage.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Cajun Tex. I can't wait to get there. Tyler has okayed it. I got the money for it. It's going down.
Yeah, I okayed it. You see what that's? You see what he said? I okayed
Wow, look at all our signage in here.
I did that.
You design signs?
Fast Signs does. I send them ideas and logos through fastsigns.com, and they deliver innovative sign solutions.
But that must take all season.
Not at all. Fast Signs create signs on almost any surface, any size and quantity, in no time at all.
They're almost as talented as me.
You should take a time out.
See the experts at Fast Signs, 3745 Mall Drive, Texarkana.
Hello, this is Sidney Moncrief, former Razorback and NBA player. I know what it